It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Global Opportunity webinar with 3 International. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, because I know we have a worldwide audience. My name is Nilbert, and I will be your host today. I am joining you from sunny San Diego, California. So before I share this wonderful opportunity with you, let me give you a little bit of background on myself. So I retired from the U.S. Navy after 22 years of service, and after retiring from the military, my wife and I were deciding what my next career would be, and I figured I really wanted to do something that would give me back my own time. So I decided to become an entrepreneur and decided to work for myself. I started a couple of traditional business platforms. This was about a couple years ago. Now, about a little bit over a year ago, God decided to step in and point me in another direction of where I needed to be. So my wife and I were on travel. We went to the Middle East. We did a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. And on the way back, we were in Dubai. While we were in Dubai, about 2 days from flying home, we both got very sick. It's probably, being exposed to thousands of people at the different holy sites in Israel. Anyway, we were confined to our hotel room with severe symptoms. We had like a severe sore throat to the point where we couldn't even eat, fever, body aches, cough and cold. So we basically had the works. And we were 2 days from flying home. So we were very worried that we would be stuck in a foreign country. Well, someone from our tour group actually approached me and said, "Hey, Nilbert, if you're open-minded, you might want to try these all-natural products, and who knows, they may help you." So she gave us about 5 days worth of 3 of the products that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. And the very next day, to both our amazement, our sore throat was gone. It was barely there, compared to, having such a severe sore throat that we couldn't eat the previous night. Our fever was gone, and our body aches was almost gone as well. We still had a cough and cold, but we were well enough to get on a plane and safely get back to the US. We did test positive for COVID when we got back, and it was the first time for both of us, but we recovered so quickly. We just finished the 5 days supply that this nice lady gave us. And what I did, the very first thing I did was find out more about what these products were all about, and find out more about what this company was all about. So I attended a presentations very similar to this right here, except it was an in-person presentation in someone's house. And I learned about the company. I learned about the science behind the products. And I discovered that there was a wonderful business opportunity that came along with it. So fast forward to today, which is over a year now. My wife and I have been taking the products, all six of our products, diligently. I can also tell you it has changed my life. So I do have several medical conditions, and basically, I can tell you that I am healthier now than, compared to like over a year ago. So without further ado, let me share my screen and share this wonderful opportunity with you. So the name of the company is 3 International. When I got introduced to this company over a year ago, I discovered a company that has such a, I would call, a noble purpose, a noble mission objective, right? Every company has its own mission. Well, 3, you could read right there: love yourself, love your family, love your community. I mean, that is such a powerful motivation for people to really help each other, get healthier and get better lives, right? Now, how was the company founded? So, a group of very successful and experienced international business builders from different parts of the world collaborated with some corporate visionaries we have here in the US, and they formed the company. The company pre-launched last year in February of 2023. We officially launched in Utah in May of 2023. So that's where our headquarters is located, Lehi, Utah. And just this year, we also opened additional offices in Hong Kong and in Indonesia. So we are truly led by a diverse global community of leaders. So leaders who are not only talking the talk, but they're actually walking the walk. They know the way. They really, they go the way, and they show us the way to do this. This is our amazing management team right here. Mr. Daniel Piku is our founder and CEO. Dr. Dan Gubler, our Chief Scientific Officer, and Mr. Troy Moore, our Chief Operations Officer. So what is our business model? Everyone here has heard of the power of social media, right? Social media has dominated our economy and everything else in our world for the past like how many years. So our business model is a cross-border social e-commerce. We leverage the power of social media to do social e-commerce cross-border. What does that mean? We're in 15 countries and territories right now, and that's only our phase 1 market. So when the company pre-launched last year, we pre-launched in all these countries and territories all at the same time. So once we're officially on the ground with all these countries, then we're moving on to phase 2 and phase 3 and beyond. Who is our target market? Well, we have basically 3 categories, right? So number 1, we are looking for people who want a business opportunity to work on their own time and space. That definitely applied to me, right? So after serving 22 years in the military, I definitely did not have control of my time. I basically went wherever they needed me, right? Wherever my superiors dictated for me to go. Out of just 22 years, I was actually away from my family 11 of those years. So definitely didn't want to do that again. So that's why I decided to become an entrepreneur, and actually was so blessed to find this opportunity right here. Number 2, we are also looking for people who want to have better health and wellness. Well, who does not want to have better health and wellness, right? Especially with what the world went through the past few years. Everyone now is really more, I guess, more serious in being proactively healthy, right? They want to make sure that they're taking the right stuff so that they're actually better prepared for anything that might come later on. And number 3, people who want to be connected with a like-minded community for global elevation, support, and collaboration. One of the things that I love most about this, when I jumped in with both feet over a year ago, I became a global entrepreneur. I was able to open markets in Asia, specifically in the Philippines. So I'm actually working with business partners over there, and it's just been a blessing to find like-minded people all over the world. They have all the same focus. We want to help people. Want to help the world get healthier. So, our approach to wellness, everyone has heard of these old paradigms, and basically 3 International's approach to wellness, we are actually introducing new paradigms. So before, people were definitely reactive, more into reactive wellness, right? They wait until they get sick, and then when they get sick, they go see the doctor and they get treated for, the symptoms or whatever. Well, the new paradigm is proactive wellness. Why do we need to wait to get sick, right? So why don't we ensure that, coupled with the right diet, the right exercise, the right lifestyle, and the right supplements, we make sure that we're actually ahead of the game and stay healthy, right? And that way, less trips to the doctor, less trips to the hospital and whatnot. You've also probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat," right? It's actually true, to a certain extent, but the correct or the new paradigm is you are what you can absorb, right? Because what does it matter what you eat if your body cannot absorb it, right? It doesn't matter how expensive whatever you're taking. If your body is actually not able to absorb it, it's not giving you any benefits, right? And lastly, this one I've been told as I was growing up, right? Your DNA is your blueprint. My father's side history has a history of heart disease. My grandfather died of a heart attack when he was 60. My father passed away at 75 of a heart attack. So I was always told, I'm most likely going to follow the same, trajectory. Well, with the curation of phytonutrients from whole foods and plants, the future of proactive wellness is epigenetics. We can actually proactively affect our outcome based on our lifestyle, based on what we actually take in, based on what our bodies absorb. So again, like what I mentioned earlier, healthy living, right? Healthy diet, exercise, and the right nutrients that we can actually absorb, all help us proactively change, whatever supposed conditions we have in our family history. And again, since we have such a science-based approach to our product, we have a scientific advisory board led by Dr. Dan Gubler, who has a PhD in organic chemistry. He's Caltech trained. He's really the brains behind a lot of the amazing technologies that we use, especially for the delivery technologies that we use when it comes to our product. But he's not doing it alone. He has these amazing individuals right here. They are all medical professionals. They are all specialists in their own fields, in their own respective areas. We have internal medicine. We have epigenetics. We have pain management. We have emergency medicine. So they're all applying their expertise together to make sure that we have the best products there are. Now, here's a really cool thing about this advisory board. They are serving on a voluntary basis. That's right. I mean, Dr. Don Dugler is our chief scientific officer, so he's part of corporate, but the scientific advisory board is actually serving on a voluntary basis. They're not paid by the company. How awesome is that? So it really, to me, that's like extra points right there, because I know that these individuals experienced amazing results with the products. They believe in the products, they believe in the company, and they're willing to risk their careers and their name, their reputation by doing this, right? So to me, that's really talk about credibility, right? So our science and technology is also based on 3 pillars of research and development: exploration, curation, and absorption. So we don't, basically the company does not buy third-party ingredients just from anyone. What our scientists actually do, they explore all over the world, looking for the right plants, the right ingredients, the right nutrients that they need, and take them all back to our laboratories in Utah, where our products are curated and formulated. And in doing so, they make sure that we use cutting edge cellular absorption technology. Another reason that really blew my mind, one of the things that really blew my mind when I discovered this company over a little bit over a year ago, is that all the products are recognized by the PDR. So the PDR is the prescribers digital reference that are used by medical professionals like doctors, nurse practitioners, pharmacists, therapists, right? It used to be a big book that they called the physician's desk reference. Well, with automation and digital being in the digital world, it's now a database where these prescribers can actually look up a company, look up products and the ingredients that are contained in the products to ensure that they are safe for them to prescribe and refer, right? Well, there's about 22 nutraceutical companies that have products in the PDR. 18 of them have about one product each. A couple of them maybe have two products, and we are the only nutraceutical company that has all 6 of our products all accepted into the PDR. And that is one of the main reasons we are attracting so many medical professionals to this company. I think we currently have like a little bit over 2,000 medical professionals already that's decided to join up with the company. Here's another thing. The company, for such a young company, they did not spare, they basically were willing to invest millions of dollars to do third-party clinical studies, right? These are studies that are like pharmaceuticals do, right? Well, this company decided they wanted to become transparent. They wanted to do third-party clinical studies to prove what our products can do. Well, the first one right there that I'm just going to touch on, it's actually one of my favorites. It's the cellular absorption and bioavailability study. So what this third-party study did was it compared 6 products to the most common organic compound used in pretty much any supplement, right? Yeah, the organic compound, which was the control, has a 10% absorption capability. What does that mean? Well, imagine this. You buy a bottle of vitamin C from, let's say, a food store, health store, Costco, GNC, whatever, right? Let's say you pay $10 for that bottle of vitamin C, right? 500 milligram capsules. Well, if you have an absorption rate of only 10%, guess what? You're only getting $1 out of that $10. Where does the $9 go? Well, our body excretes it out, right? So compared to this organic control, the study showed that our products are anywhere from 30 to 95% more absorbable. Those are amazing numbers, right? It's basically based, depending on the delivery technology that we use. I think we have about a dozen different advanced delivery technologies that we use with our products. They really ensure that the nutrients that you're taking, they really get absorbed into our cells. And here we are, the 6 wellness guardians we have, or as I would like to call it, using the analogy that one of our gastroenterologists used, they're like 6 different musical instruments with its own beautiful music. But when they're taken together, because they're designed to work synergistically together, they're like an orchestra or symphony, and they work even better together. So first up is Vitality, our nourisher. So this is our basic multivitamin pack. It has 48 whole food vitamins, 72 trace minerals. It already has prebiotics, probiotics, omegas sourced from the cold waters of Norway to make sure that there are no metals in there. It's basically whole food, plant-based. So you can even take it on an empty stomach, and it's basically like eating food. So when I started taking Vitality myself, I actually had to ask if there was caffeine in there, and I was told nope, there's no caffeine. You know what it was that because the delivery technology was so effective that my body was actually absorbing all the nutrients. I think after about a week on being on Vitality, I've noticed that I didn't have to take naps in the afternoon anymore. I used to have to take naps. My wife would tell me I would be getting very crabby and that I needed a nap, right? Well, I don't take naps anymore. I just go through my whole day, and at night, I actually end up sleeping very soundly. Revive, our restorer. Revive is a natural anti-inflammatory. So Revive has curcumin, it has turmeric, it has boswellia, black cumin seed, acai and ginger, shiitake mushrooms. So all these natural ingredients that are proven to be natural anti-inflammatories. So Revive is awesome. It's amazing for those with arthritis, with joint pain, muscle pain, any kind of inflammation, actually. I don't even remember the last time I like took Tylenol, ibuprofen, or Advil or anything like that. Occasionally, when I do have a headache or some kind of pain, I just take Revive, and it's all natural. I don't have to worry about any kind of side effects with my kidney or my liver. As a matter of fact, I actually have degenerative arthritis in my lumbar and cervical spine. So that's one of the conditions I was diagnosed with after retiring from the military. Well, I used to have very, very bad days with my back. I would wake up in the morning and the spasms were so bad that it would already be a bad day. Well, I've been on all these products for a little bit over a year now. So including Revive, I take one a day. It's like a proactive health system for me. I can't even remember the last time I had a really bad day with my back. So amazing stuff. Immune. So immune is our protector. Basically, it has zinc, it has selenium, it has quercetin, elderberry. A lot of these ingredients, including vitamins A, C, D, and E, people actually buy them separately from food stores and have to take them every day, where they're all included in one capsule of our immune. It even has a special mushroom blend that protects you from allergies. And it has colloidal nanosilver, which functions as a natural antibiotic. So I take immune every day, but when I travel, now that I've opened up markets in Asia, I do travel a lot. And also when I go on vacation, I just double up on my immune. I see people getting sick on the plane. I see people getting sick in like hotels, in the buses, tour bus or whatever. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's like having a bulletproof vest. Believe me, never do I want to experience what my wife and I experienced over a year ago before we were introduced to these products. Getting sick in a foreign country is no joke. Purify. So Purify is our detoxifier. Don't worry, when I say detoxifier, it doesn't mean that you're going to be camped in your bathroom for like 2 hours, nothing like that. So it's a very mild detoxification system where, so what Purify does is that gently cleanses your 5 elimination organs. So our liver, our lungs, our colon, our kidneys, and our skin. So unbeknownst to a lot of people, our bodies actually absorb a lot of toxins on a daily basis, whether it's from the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the stuff we put on our face or in our hair. All those toxins do accumulate in our system, making our system very inefficient. So what Purify does, it gently cleanses our system so that our body can be more efficient in absorbing the right nutrients, like the nutrients you get from Vitality and Immune. Eternel. Eternel is a rejuvenator and is very apt name for that because it is kind of like our fountain of youth. So Eternel is it's a very powerful blend of antioxidants. So it has 200 milligrams of resveratrol. It has CoQ10, specifically for cardiac health, right? And it has the mother of all antioxidants, glutathione. So all this combined makes Eternel the perfect blend to fight free radicals and really neutralize those aging effects in our body. One thing about glutathione, though, is in its natural state, basically, glutathione is actually very hard to absorb. That's why a lot of people actually take glutathione by direct IV infusion. Okay, it's popular here in the US, but it's also very popular in Asia. I know in the Philippines, it's very popular. Now, our scientists already knew this. So what did they do? They made sure that the liposomal delivery system in our Eternel is almost the same as taking it by IV infusion. Isn't that amazing? So when you open up our Eternel and drink it, it tastes amazing, by the way. It tastes like pomegranate, like berries. it's almost the same as IV infusion, because remember that the bioavailability and absorption study I mentioned earlier, where our products are anywhere from 30 to 95% more absorbable. Guess which one the 95% absorption is? That's right, it's Eternal. So there you have it. Now, last but not least is collagen or collagen. So everyone's familiar with collagen, but not everyone knows that not all collagen is the same. So our collagen, it already has vitamin C, it has keratin, it has biotin, it has hyaluronic acid. But the thing with collagen is, and it's just like glutathione, it's actually very hard to absorb, even harder when it's in powdered form. Okay, that's why our collagen is liquid. It's marine based, and it is so absorbable. It's actually second highest when it comes to the absorption capabilities. That study that I mentioned earlier, it's so absorbable that you actually only need to take it 10 days out of the month. That's right. You don't need to take it every day, as like with other forms of collagen. So you take it for 10 days straight, and then you cycle off and rest your body for 20 days and give your body a chance to start producing collagen again. We don't want our bodies to get lazy and just be reliant on external sources of collagen. So you take it for 10 days, and then 20 days you rest, let your body, start producing collagen again, and then you start the process again the following month. Now, if you're going to try our collagen, I definitely highly recommend take a picture before you start. Okay, no filter, no makeup or anything like that. Take a clean shot, and then on the 11th day, take the same picture, put it side by side. 95% of our users report very noticeable results, even with just the first round. So there you have it. Those are our six pillars of six products that are synergistically designed to work together. Now, moving on to the business system that we have. Again, when I mentioned earlier that when I discovered this over a year ago, not only did I learn about the products and what the company was all about, but I found out that there was a turnkey business system that came with it. So I mentioned that the company is just a little bit over a year old. We just went over a year. So the company started last year. So you can be part of the first group of people to promote and share these amazing wellness guardians on a global stage, right? My background, as I already mentioned, is the military. I don't have any experience in this industry whatsoever. I don't have experience in sales, but the company makes it so easy. So the company provides my own replicated website that's already e-commerce ready. They provide a back office that that helps me manage my and track my business. Actually, I was just on a 3-week vacation with my wife, and whenever my wife wasn't looking, I would actually kind of open up my laptop, log into my back office, and check the business. Right, I could check my business from anywhere in the world. So it's so amazing. The company also provides all the marketing and media tools that I need to promote my business. And last but not least, the company provides a training system and a global support system that really that can help anyone, especially someone like myself who doesn't have any experience in this industry, be successful at this. So basically what I'm saying, if someone like me can do it, anybody can do it. Now, there are multiple ways to generate income, right? Some people avail of one of them, some people avail of two, and some people avail of all six, right? It really depends on you, on how you scale your business and how you want to do this as a business. We have retail commission depending on where you're at in the 15 countries and territories. You share a link, right? And that link, when your customer or a prospect or a friend, colleague, family clicks on that link, it takes them directly to the 3 website where they can purchase the product. The product will be delivered to them directly. And the very next day, you get your 25% commission dropped in your digital wallet. It's that easy. Gone are the days where I hear back in the day what people used to do was buy everything wholesale or something like that and store them in their garage and actually have to retail them themselves, right? Well, yeah, that's past and over with. There's also introductory bonuses. When you share this opportunity with business-minded people like yourself, let's say, and they decide to do the business, on their first purchase and enrollment, the company provides introductory bonuses anywhere from $25 to all the way to $350, right? Kind of like a sign-in bonus, so to speak. Commission overrides, amazing commission override system because it is global and it is seamless, right? It doesn't matter where you're at in the 15 countries and territories. You earn commission exactly the same way. So when I opened in the Philippines last year, I have business partners there now, and when they do the business, whether they're doing business within the Philippines or with other countries like the U.S., Canada, Singapore, Malaysia, they earn commission just like how I would earn commission here, and they all earn in U.S. dollars, right? This fourth one is one of my favorites, actually. It's a referral matching bonus. I've never seen anything like this anywhere. So, everyone knows that, most firms, corporations, they do a referral matching bonus, a referral bonus when you recruit someone to work for the company. It's like a one-time bonus or something like that. Well, the referral matching bonus that 3 International has, basically, it's a recurring weekly bonus. So let's say I refer someone to the company and they start doing the business, and let's say they earn like $100 in commissions in a week, right? Well, because I referred them, the company will give me a matching bonus, a 20% matching bonus on that $100, simply because I referred them. Okay, now it's not one time, it happens week after week after week. And when that person refers another person, I still get awarded a bonus for that level 2, so to speak, and it goes all the way 7 levels deep. Really amazing. Global bonus pool. The company also offers a revenue sharing program. It's a 3% program of the company's global revenue, and it's awarded to those people who have achieved a certain rank in the company. Typically where they've built a large business and they've proven to themselves to be global leaders. Last but definitely not the least, and by far I think the most interesting one, is the Global Founder Pool. Okay, so the Global Founder Pool is again a revenue sharing program, right? It's a 2% sharing program where the company takes 2% of the global revenue and sales of the company. They're going to divide it into shares and distribute it among how many founders there are. Okay, now just for reference purposes, the company did close to 70 million in its first year, which was only a 10-month year. Okay, this year on its 13th month, basically last March when they launched Hong Kong, the company did 10 million in the month of March alone. In last month, in June, in June, they launched Indonesia. So as the company continues to officially launch and go on the ground in all the territories and countries we have in our phase 1 market, you can imagine where the global revenue is going to be. I'll be surprised if the company, doesn't do like over 100 million, 200 million this year. Eventually, the company is going to go $1 billion. It's almost, it's only a matter of time. So you can imagine where that 2% is going to be later on. Now, how do you become a founder? I'll get to that in a little bit. So when people hear this opportunity, there's 3 options for them to choose from, right? 3 options to join, basically, to participate. Number 1, they can become a retail customer, just try the product and pay full price. Number 2, they can become a preferred customer, where they actually do a $30 annual membership, and they can get the products at wholesale pricing. Now, it's kind of similar to like a Costco membership or a warehouse membership, right? Or number 3, they can become a business builder. I can tell you right now, like in my experience so far, a lot of people choose to do number 3, and this is the reason why. So in order to become a business builder, it's 2 easy steps. Number 1, you enroll as a brand ambassador. And how much does that cost you? It costs $30 annually. Exactly the same thing as if it was a preferred customer, right? So $30 to become a brand ambassador, and what you get in addition to being able to get the wholesale pricing, you actually get your own back office, you get your own retail link that you can share with people, and you can start participating in different streams of income. And then what's step 2? You just choose a package. We have 4 different startup packages, all different sizes, because we understand everyone comes from a different situation. So we always recommend get in where you're comfortable, get in where you fit in, right? Number 1 is an intro pack. It's $200. It has 3 of our foundational products. and you save about $85 compared to paying for it retail. Premium pack is $600. It has all 6 of our products, actually multiples of some of them, and you save about $182 compared to buying it separately by retail. Now, for those more business-minded, we do have the Business Builder Pack. It's $1360, so it has about close to 5 months worth of products, and you actually save almost $700 because there's about that much extra product in there for free. Now, last, it's a special pack we call the Founder Plus Pack. Okay. Now, this one is limited time only, so it is $2,800, right? But it already has about over $1,100 worth of products for free embedded in there. So technically, it's really worth about $4,000 as far as the products are concerned. But the most unique thing about this, maybe you can tell from the name, when you invest in a founders pack, you actually have the opportunity to become a founder with the company. Remember, the company is still on the ground floor. We are still growing and expanding. So you have a chance to become a founder with the company. And by being a founder, you actually have the opportunity to participate in that founder global bonus pool I mentioned earlier. Remember the 2%, right? That's how you can participate in that particular stream of income. And this, my friends, is basically a quick overview of who we are as a company, what our products are all about, and the wonderful and wonderful opportunity that comes with it, global opportunity, I should say, that comes with it for those who choose to do it. Now, I'm actually so excited because I have 3 special guests on with me tonight. 3 guests who are going to share with you their experience with 3 and why they chose 3. So again, I love this part about our company where we are so diverse and it's a global stage basically, right? So first one, we have Dr. Lena Gamble. Okay, she is a medical missionary, board certified in family medicine. And additionally, she also has a PhD in cellular and molecular pathology from the University of Alabama in Birmingham. She's also an entrepreneur. Like, oh my goodness, like what can't she not do, right? She learned as a young adult the power of passive income and to allow her the freedom to choose her own path. So, Dr. Gamble, thank you so much for joining us today and being with us here today. Please share with our global audience what your experiences are with 3 and why you chose 3, as a medical professional yourself.
Thank you so much, Nilbert. I really appreciate you giving us this overview. You did such an amazing job. It's always wonderful to just kind of hear the details and information again and again and let that sink in. So thank you for presenting that. And I came to 3 a bit skeptical, like a lot of folks, right? I was hearing about, these new things that were, well, technically they're not new, but this vitamin compound that was made to be highly absorbable, and that got my attention because as a physician, I never really did offer vitamins to my patients, simply because it's a way to produce really expensive urine, right? Like the vitamins aren't absorbed well. Even the ones that we really want patients to take, they aren't absorbed well in pill form. So the absorption was really key for me. And I thought, well, this is interesting. Let me do some research. And thankfully, there were studies that I could go to because the company had already prepared, to present this supplement group of supplements in an excellent way, right? So I had studies that I could go and read, and I could ask questions. And I was at the conference last year in Anaheim, and I was able to meet some of the scientists and doctors on the scientific advisory board and talk to Dr. Dan and just ask questions, because I know that patients are going to take what I give them. They're going to trust me. They're not going to go and do their own research. And so I really wanted to be sure that this was a product that I could put my name behind, right? That my integrity could stand on. And so once that was satisfied, I looked at the business opportunity and I was like, oh my, okay. Now here I have a platform that I can use that will power, me right into the types of things that I want to do with my life, right? Like I have a mission and I want to go and take care of patients and see people in third world countries that can't afford my care, and they may never see a doctor if I don't go. And I really want to do that, but that costs money. A good heart doesn't get you any plane tickets. So I need to make sure that I have, sufficient income and passive income to be able to support what I want to do with my life. And this platform offers that. And so I'm really excited to be able to continue to build learning how to build a team. I'm so grateful that this platform also offers the leadership and the instruction, the guidance to go exactly where you want to go. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick type of scheme or anything like that. But if you're willing to put in the hard work and to follow the guidelines that are given, I think success is right around the corner. So I'm really excited about this opportunity, and I'm grateful to be a part of 3. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lena. That was a beautiful share. You just exemplified what I saw in the company as well, where you find, people, from all different parts that share the same goal of just helping other people get healthier, in our own ways, right? So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your share, Dr. Lena. All right. So next, I'm going to Chicago, Illinois. Kimberly is a good friend of mine. She was an environmental engineer for 15 years, and she is already a successful entrepreneur and built a huge organization in the beauty industry. But she's now joined up with 3. And Kimberly, thank you so much for joining us today. Please let everyone, let our global audience know, like, why 3? What have you experienced with 3? And there you go.
Well, thank you so much, Nilbert. You're a fascinating man. I'm so happy that you are one of our leading new leaders in our company, going global all over the world. And Dr. Lena, too. Wow, very, very impressive. Helping all these individuals all over the world. I love it. Well, I am not in the medical field at all, but I am a business expert, I think, and with building a business in a different platform, but we produce like $5 million a year, and we're the only organization in the city of Chicago and throughout the whole U.S. And it was just really incredible. But my background, just to take it back for a few minutes, is I was an engineer and I worked for a big oil company. So I did that for about 15 years. And I really kind of loved it, right out of college. I was excited. But then after about 15 years, both my parents, similar to you too, Nilbert, my parents both passed away within a year, and they were in their 50s. And so my sister and I were the only ones left. And we're like, wow, we have to really take care of ourselves, because what if this is our future too? And so I have always been very concerned about what I'm eating, all organic, healthy, as much as possible, supplements and vitamins, my whole entire life after that point. And so after building my organization in the beauty industry, it came time to retire. And so that was kind of like, wow, right when I feel like I'm getting going, it's time to go. And I was not ready. And so I always believed in being your own boss. That was always my dream, and having multiple streams of income. And so I truly do believe in doing something that you love, and I have to have fun. And so when I started in the beauty industry, I thought, great, it's a natural. I love all this anyway. And then for my next project, it had to be something that I knew I'm going to be living a lot longer. A lot of people are living for, into their hundreds, and we all have to be healthy and have a great quality of life. So I thought, wow, I wish I could own my own vitamin business. And then one of my friends called me and told me about this new company that was just starting to be built. And the couple of people that I knew that were in it were in my previous platform. And so I just thought, absolutely, I am all in, because they were organic and natural, all of the plant-based. And then the absorption thing, like Dr. Lena was talking about, was kind of new to me. I had no idea about this. And that was even the golden goose, was this absorption levels. And so after that, I decided to go ahead, give it a try, full force. I'm a founder. We're building organizations and teams in Hong Kong now, Canada, all over the US, and hopefully, I have one person in Philippines too. So this is really exciting. And I just love to dream big, have a platform where I could share it with other people so they can have multiple streams of income, live long and healthy, make a difference and an impact every single day. And I am so happy about 3, because they never make you retire. And that is just such a blessing. So you could leave it to your family or friends or whatever. And with the environment happening the way it is, with AI kind of, I don't know, biting off all of these little jobs, or everybody, I think, needs to have their plan B. So that was really my passion, is making a difference, living long and healthy, and being able to earn as much as we possibly can to help others along the way. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. Again, amazing share. We've worked before, and you're such a wonderful person. Thank you so much for being a part of 3. Okay, last but not least, so we have Carrie McMahon. She lives in Connecticut with her husband, and I don't know if you guys can believe this, but she's actually a mom to 5 grown children. She is a nonprofit management and philanthropy professional, and she's already raised millions of dollars for various health and human service organizations across the U.S. And I believe she's been with 3 for a little bit over a year. So Carrie, thank you so much for joining us. Please share with our global audience, like, why 3 and what have you experienced with 3?
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here with all of you tonight. I actually was really happy to be introduced to 3 very early on, pre-launch, last year in March, when things were kind of just kicking off in the quiet phase. So I essentially came for the products because I had some issues going on with myself, and I was looking for something proactive wellness-wise that might be able to help me rather than prescriptions and things like that. So I have a history of squamous cell carcinoma, which, if people have familiarity with skin cancer, it's not quite as bad as melanoma, but a little bit worse than basal cell. So I had 3 squamous cell carcinomas that I had Mohs surgery for over the last few years. My most recent being in January of the year that we kicked off last year. So I had surgery on my calf, on my my left leg, my lower calf, and when they did the Mohs surgery, if anyone's had it, they know, that they go deep, right? So they dig, and you wait for pathology, and if they get clean margins, you're good. If they don't, they dig some more. So I had quite a chunk taken out of my calf, and I was very self-conscious about it. It's right on the front of my leg, my shin, I should say. And so I was casted for 5 weeks after that, because they don't want you to bend your ankle when you have stitches in your shin, because otherwise it might pop open. So 5 weeks later, I get my cast off. So that was early February. I was horrified when they took the cast off of my shin and off my leg, and I saw how deep the stitches were still there, and it was just such a deep scar. And my surgeon said, don't worry about it. We're going to wait 6 months. 6 months in, you can have plastic surgery. So that would be around July. So I start taking the 3 products, and I think collagen specifically was what I'm going to share with you tonight, because of the fact that my surgeon, when I went back to him in April, which was a couple months after my surgery, again, we were going to do revisit, like, plastic surgery to happen that July after I was fully healed. He looked at my leg and asked me what I had been doing, because my scar healed so much quicker than they anticipated. to the point where when it was, time to meet with the plastic surgeon, they were going to schedule me for in June. I didn't need to do that. So I have a completely healed lot, I guess scar, but it's almost not even a scar. It's incredible. So I was all in, just the fact that the collagen, not only for hair, skin, and nails and all that other good stuff, but if you have something that needs to be healed in your body, it is absolutely amazing. So while I did come for the products, I definitely stayed for the business. I was so invested after that experience. It was wonderful. So when I learned more about the company, about the sense of community, I wanted to be a part of a group that was really like-minded people. We all have the same goals. We want to share something with the community, with our friends, with our family, to make people feel better and live their best lives, as well as have a financial opportunity if they choose to do that. So either I knew that people would love the products, or I knew that they'd want to join my business and be a part of the opportunity. And that's why I'm here. It was absolutely the best decision that I've ever made. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carrie. Again, thank you for sharing that, that your experiences and your recovery. Continued prayers for your continued, continued recovery and all that. But thank you so much for also highlighting the fact that, after experience, it actually happens to a lot of people. I think they experience a lot of positive results with the product, and then they decide, oh, well, I want to share this, right? Because why would you not, right? Help other people get healthier. So thank you. Okay, well, that's all we have today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this webinar. Please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar and let them know which part of this really excited you the most. And I want to do a special thanks for my three fabulous panelists who joined me today. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing your experiences with three. So until next time, see y'all. This is Nilbert from San Diego signing off.